What makes you roll your eyes every time you hear it? When people say you're doing something the wrong way but really they usually just mean you're not doing it their way. My grandma. I don't care how I'm folding it wrong. It's my shirt. When someone asks to use the bathroom and the teacher says I don't know, can you? Yes, I can. Walks out. Yes, I can even demonstrate it for you. Peas on desk. Whenever you're at a large function for work with a speaker in the morning and there's this exchange. Speaker, good morning everyone. Everyone, good morning. Speaker, oh looks like we haven't had our coffee yet. I said good morning everyone. Everyone, good morning. I took a public speaking class as a requirement my first couple years of college. One of the first things he told us was do not do this. For obvious reasons. It's annoying and it's just unnecessary filler, and to him it was a sign of an insecure speaker. LOL. I still take mental points off for any speaker I hear do this today. How about the winning lottery numbers when I ask if I can do anything else for someone? Every time we're at a restaurant or something and are asked need anything else, my dad always, without fail, responds with a bag of hundreds followed by a pitted laugh from the recipient. Can't wait for him to use that on a bank teller and accidentally rob a bank. Need anything else? How yeah, a bag of hundreds? Haha. Dot. No, but really put the money in the fucking bag. 10% of your brain. Had a friend ask me if I thought that, if we could use more than 10% of our brain, we would be able to fly. Took some restraints to not go off about it. A full keyboard has over 100 keys, but we only use 1 or 2 at a time. Imagine how fast you could type if you could use 100% of your keyboard. Whenever someone uses their star sign as a reason for their shitty actions, I can't help being brutally honest. It's a Leo thing. No, Emma. It's a you're a passive aggressive bitch thing. The constellations and planetary positions aren't the reason you're a cunt. You are the reason you're a cunt. How closed-minded. Typical Pisces. I study psychology and about 1/3 the time I hear people say something like, oh well, you have the perfect people to study on here, because we're crazy. When an item at a store is not scanning properly, it must be free. I've heard this way I too many times. The word millennials when said by any kind of reporter, TV presenter. The millennials are killing Applebee's. Applebee's needs to die. That place is sadness and shame manifest. Applebee's? No thanks. I have a microwave and salt at home. And every time they actually mean Gen Z, since the oldest millennials are in their 30s. I was in a teacher training and the presenter kept talking about how millennials learn. I looked around. Most of the new teachers are in their 20s. I and a few others are in our 30s. I raised my hand and said, we are the millennials. She didn't seem to get it, though. Corporate speak and buzzwords. Okay, let's touch base next Tuesday to see how we can leverage those synergies to add value with our ideas for a bespoke product. Sounds good. I'll circle back with you once we visualize our North Star for the campaign and see if I can identify any potential hand raisers to bring into the funnel. Looking forward to connecting. We'll update you again tomorrow with regards to the new campaign that the team will be rolling out in T+10 working days. There will also be a networking session on the day of the launch. Please kindly be informed that the paperwork requires your signature. Kind regards, Mr. FU. I'm not rude, I'm just honest. All my friends are guys. Girls cause too much drama. Okay, you cause too much drama. Do you play basketball? I'm 6'4" and this is by far the most annoying part of being my height. How's the weather up there? Influencer shudder. They've started using that term at work and I just want to vomit every time I hear it. Black. If you see and hand me at my worstyo, you don't deserve me at my best. If you can't handle me at my spoopiest, you don't deserve me at my dirtiest. Free speech. I can say whatever I want. Free speech doesn't absolve you of any responsibility for what you say. Freedom of speech protects you from being arrested. It does not protect you from the repercussions of what you say. Using I'm a religious man woman as a reason for leniency when someone has done wrong. Forced participation, especially at work events. I was out of state for some training. At one of the training sessions, they tried to entice us into participating with gluten-free bite-sized muffins. I'm already irritated by the gluten-free people. Unless you're truly allergic, cut that shit out. But it was the begging for treats-esque vibe that I was getting that sent me into fuck this mode. My old workplace, at a makeup retailer, tried to incentivize my team to sell their product by promising us a pizza party if we reached our numbers. Like, dude, I work specifically so that I can afford pizza on my own, that I can eat by myself at my own house. There's no way I'm going to strong arm a bunch of naive old white women into buying whatever skincare snake oil you're peddling so that I can eat one slice of pizza during my 15-minute break of the day. Fuck off. If I earn more money, I'll just pay more taxes, so it's not even worth getting a raise. My boyfriend uses pour instead of give serve all the time. Drives me crazy. Can you pour me a slice of cake? No, I cannot. What the F? You would be so much prettier if you just shut up, Karen. You look like a beached whale on meth. My whole life it's been, you'd be so pretty if you would just gain a few pounds. No shit. I've been trying to gain weight my entire life. People see an open invitation to comment on my body because I'm skinny. Boys will be boys. I was an assistant coach, rowing, for a while for middle school early high school boys. There was an incident once where two boys at a race site decided it would be funny to put a dead bird inside of the boat trailer. I was extremely pissed because that is a huge health hazard to everyone, and why would anyone in their good mind think that would be okay or funny to do? So I talked to the head coach about it and all he said was, what are you going to do? Boys will be boys. On a bus once I heard a mother say to her daughter, looked about 4, he's just being boyish. The boy, I'm assuming the brother, looked a similar age. The little girl was doing that thing where they're crying but still following the parents. The little boy had an action figure and hopped in the bus happy as anything playing with it. I didn't see what he did. Happened before they got on the bus, but he did something that made his sister cry and she was told to ignore him and he was clearly not reprimanded at all. Then the mother sat down next to her daughter and was in her fine while the little girl kept trying to point out things to get out of the window and she was pretty much being ignored. It was very sad to see. When family members bring religion into conversations. I have a black friend so I'm not racist.